Just grab them in the brisket.
I don't know what kind of dumb shit I'm going to say today, but it's going to come out.
Nobody's doubting that.
You want a beer, John? Before we start?
Yeah, I'll have one. We did get a message from somebody on Twitter.
Oh, sweet.
Robert. And
Roberto.
I think he must be binging. He said he listened to episode 10 where apparently we talked about like first heartthrobs, first crushes or something like that.
Exactly what we were talking, because we were talking about, I mean, we were Kelly Kapowski.
Yeah. He said, how could we forget Daisy Duke?
Oh, that's very true.
He was disappointed.
You know, as a kid, I really agree with that. But as I got older, I watched a rerun of Dukes of Hazzard, and she come walking out. I'm like, ooh, she doesn't look as great as I remembered her looking. She was pretty. I mean, maybe it's too much, I don't know, rouge or whatever it is. I don't know. She was pretty, but she's not like I remembered her.
Yeah, we were all at that adolescent stage where, you know, you're looking at somebody and it's almost like she looks like she's probably what you would imagine a teenager or somebody in high school.
Right.
When you're like 8 years old. Mm-hmm. But then you watch it now and you're like, man, she was a grown ass woman. She was like
38.
Probably not that old, but still created the whole Daisy Duke thing.
Right. She definitely deserved an honorable mention or something in there.
Sure. And I will say Jessica Simpson did that role justice in the remake of that movie. So
Correct.
she was solid.
Yeah, I think Jessica Simpson dropped a book today. Like it was like one of these tell-all. Like she about to spill all the tea.
It's her book that she dropped.
Really?
Yeah.
It's her life. It's her trials, tribulations, ups, downs.
She wrote a book. Was it a children's book? A picture book?
Hey, she's a lot smarter than you think she is, and she's battled a lot in her life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, addiction, her weight, just people thinking that she's not smart. You know, it's not. I know that
they
whatever.
only think that because they've heard her talk. I'm kidding. I think she's great.
Yeah. Chicken of the Sea.
She's my favorite of all the Simpsons.
Chicken of the Sea. I remember that one. That was funny.
I don't know, man. I'm a Marge Simpson fan myself, so
Homie. It's nice impersonation, John.
Thanks. That's all I got.
that was solid, actually.
That actually was good. I'm not gonna lie.
Good.
Holy crap! They're gonna call you for like the next movie or something.
Right? I'm here.
Who did Marge's voice? You know, because a lot of people still probably don't know today that Bart's voiceover was a chick. You know,
I think I heard that.
Yeah.
And
That's common knowledge.
A lot of the people that do the voices on there, there's only, I say a lot, there's only a few people that do all the voices on there. You know, so it could be chicks doing chicks and dudes voices or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty cool, man, to realize when I finally realized that Bart Simpson's voice was voiced over by a woman. You know, and she was solid. I forget her name, but she was solid. Simpsons in general was solid.
Correct.
Well, it's still on.
It is still on, and they still predicting the future.
I always get that stage fright. That, what do you say? Like, how do I go into this intro? Just like, oh, so much pressure. But everybody, this is a Grab and Brisket podcast. We thank you for tuning in and come along for the ride. So today we got 90-second beer review planned for you. We have a couple of non-barbecue related topics that we'll hit. We have a barbecue sauce and rub review that we were fortunate enough to have TD's Brew and Barbecue sent us. Did I get that name correctly, or is it TD's?
You got it right.
It's Brew and Barbecue.
Brew and Barbecue.
Yeah.
So they sent us a couple of sauces, a couple of rubs. So we're going to try those guys out. And then finish it up with barbecue fails or wins or however we, go into it. But let's get into it. And how's everybody's week been?
Week's been good, man. Week's been solid.
Nice.
Okay. I didn't know it was going to be this cold today. And I went to work without a jacket, which kind of sucked. But other than that, week's been good.
Yeah, it was warm yesterday, and today was...
Yeah, and then this weekend's supposed to be solid. It's supposed to be solid. Obviously, our football for the year's over.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh.
John's team was not victorious.
Not
this
just
Sunday.
John's team was not victorious, but his wife's team.
Was victorious.
Yeah, and John's heard about it since.
They have a divided household at John's house over there. So obviously one a Chief and one a 49er. And obviously somebody had to win and somebody had to lose. We lost.
I was rooting for you, John.
I appreciate that.
It really was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
frustrating. It's my own fault. I was pretty much an ass in the first half of that game, dancing around the living room.
You jinxed yourself.
Should have known
You
better.
got cocky.
You jinxed
Yeah,
yourself.
About 8 minutes left, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I sank down into the couch and never got back up.
You're like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. I hate
Don't
you all.
disturb me.
Yeah, you can make one peep.
Well, it does suck. So NFL is over this week. There's a few of us that are going to actually check out the XFL league this coming Saturday. So we'll be present at the Roughnecks game Saturday. So
Doing autographs. Look for them.
Houston Roughnecks. We will be out there in full force. Look for us.
yeah, we'll be out there early. Hopefully, we'll see. So
We'll see. I am doing I am. We are doing a barbecue catering deal. So we have to knock out some briskets Friday night, Saturday morning. Other than that, then we're free. We're good to go.
perfect.
That's right, Uncle Gene's Barbecue.
Yep. Check us out. Facebook. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a promo for that.
Could be, though.
Hey, them fools don't pay us no money.
They don't.
No, they don't. But if you seriously need
those
some catering in
fuckers.
Houston, go ahead and look them up.
So I had a fun day today. Again, another and to use my health, not concerns. My health.
Did your balls grow back?
No, I did not. But that reminds me, I
They
do have
didn't
to.
grow back.
I do have to go back to give a
Sample.
sample of that James juice as
Rod
Aldan,
juice.
as Aldan so eloquently says. So have not planned that yet, but I will go back and do that sometime. But no, I had to get a endoscopy done, an upper endoscopy. Been like heartburn, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. So just wanted to make sure everything is good down there. So went and had that done. So that was fun. So I got another dose of the Propital, the Michael Jackson killer.
Man, that's
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it.
But
They
you had
just-
a dose, not all the doses.
They stick a camera down your throat, right?
They stick a camera down your throat. So
Oh, what?
you roll down there and again.
Did you have to get naked?
Okay, let me get to that.
He didn't have to, but he decided to.
So I get there,
wanted to.
I show up, I'm with Laura, and you go through hey, get there an hour early, do all the pre-stuff, your procedure is this, it never happens at that time, and then it just like 2 hours later, we're ready to go, and I'm really exaggerating, but I have huge anxiety when I go to the doctor, and so as soon as I sit down, she's like, okay, sit down to this bed. I'm like, okay, cool. At this point in time, my anxiety is like so off the Richter scale that she could tell me like, hey, stand on one leg and start jumping around, and I'll start jumping around like an idiot because my brain's not processing what's going on. So she's like, okay, sit down. We're going to check your blood pressure. We're going to do all this stuff like here. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm ready to go. Yeah, everything's cool. She's like, oh, wow, are you, do you have high blood pressure? I'm like, no. She's like, it's pretty high right now. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm pretty nervous. I'm
Scared
anxious.
for
I mean,
my life.
yeah. And then Laura's there, and she kind of stepped in. She was like, he is pretty anxious going to doctors, blah, blah, blah. There's a terminology, I think it's called white coat syndrome, that when you go to doctors or dentists, that your anxiety goes through the roof, and you can't help but just be anxious, and your blood pressure is like, boom. So
Is that like when there's a cop behind you, you're not doing anything wrong, but you're thinking about to get pulled over?
same feeling.
Got to be the same, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I was sitting there, and she's like, okay, why don't you just relax a little bit, take a couple deep breaths, and I'm going to check it in a minute. So we waited a few minutes, and she checked it again, and it was going down. So she's like, oh, okay, man, you must be nervous. I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. And she's like, no, you don't have to apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. And so she's like, okay, well, got me all hooked up. She's like, okay, here's the gown. Put these socks on. Over your socks, they're the ones that's got the little rubber bottoms on it. I'm like, I'm not running around. I don't know why I have to put skid socks on. I mean, I don't know what's happening here, but okay. So she's like, okay, well, get undressed. I'm going to step on the other side of the curtains and then let me know when you're done. I'm like, okay. So I start disrobing. I start taking off stuff. And then I'm like, I get down to just my boxers. And Laura's like, I don't think you have to take off your boxers. And I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, why am I taking off my pants? I mean, they're not, they're going through my mouth.
Nope, they're going the other way. Check that stomach.
And then the nurse, she's like, oh, hey, no, you don't have to take your pants off. And I'm like, well, I'm already naked. So I'm like, okay, well, thank you. So I put my pants back on and put the socks on and lay in bed and I'm just chilling, just like, okay, cool, let's get this over with. So, and then finally they wheel me back, get me to the room. And this time I had my glasses on. Last time I did not. So I was able to see what's going on. And when they wheeled me out there, this nurse lady, she starts wheeling me out. And she's like, I don't know if she's trying to make me comfortable, but she has to explain everything she's doing. She's like, all right, I'm turning you around the corner. Well, okay. All right, now I'm going to push you this way. I'm going to back you up into the room. I'm like, all right. I mean, I don't know why I'm getting a play-by-play of like, what? Oh, fine. Thank you. And so we go into the room. Then I see my doctor there. And he's, hey, Mr. Moore, blah, blah, blah. You have any questions? I'm like, no, not really. I mean, do you have any questions? I mean, I don't know what to ask you. And she's like, okay, well, and then they start doing their thing. In my mind, I'm like, all right, well, they're going through the mouth. So I'm just going to just sit. And I got the robe on, backs to the back, you know, the open the flaps to the back. And I'm just sitting in the table. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get you to roll over on your side. I'm like, nah, we already been through this one, son. Like, what?
Wait a minute.
Which way were you going to roll,
here?
though? Because that makes a difference, too. Which way were you going to roll?
I rolled on to my left side.
Okay. So which way which would then you were facing, like, at that point?
Were you facing towards the doctor or away?
Well, he's got his pants on. He's not.
But still, you don't
That
know
doctor likes
he don't
a
know what's about
challenge.
to
I was
happen.
facing towards the doctor.
Okay.
Before I rolled over, they put this little mouthpiece in my mouth that kept my mouth open so they can stick the scope down. And automatically, I flashed back to Final Destination. You ever seen that one, part 2, 3, 5, whatever it
where he's in
was,
the dentist chair?
where he's in the dentist chair and
Yes.
the dentist like props his mouth open. I'm like, all right, we're going to be back in a few minutes. And then next thing I had to worry about like something falling to my mouth and like choking and killing me. I was like, oh man, whatever. So they roll me over, I got the mouth guard in, oxygen and stuff. All right. And then the whole burning hand thing. Your hand's going to burn. You're going to feel this like whatever. And it was like out, done. And then I'm like, I wake up in the recovery room. Laura's there. So everything's good.
So you have no idea what happened in that room, actually.
No clue whatsoever. They could have gone up the butt. They could have they could have gone both ways. I don't know.
meet each other in the middle, like both sides at the same time.
I'd
Ow.
like to think you would notice that when you woke up.
Yeah, my mouth doesn't hurt or my throat,
Were they
but something
playing-
else does.
My ass is killing me.
Were they playing a Parker McCullough song in the room? Because, meeting in the middle would have been perfect.
No,
for that.
they don't. They
That's
didn't.
ideal.
And yeah. And my mouth didn't taste like shit. So
They used the right scope.
they
there.
used the right
Yeah.
one. I was wondering because they were like 15, 20 minutes late. And I'm like, did they just skip us or what's going on here? Like, I mean, but they got so many people running in and out of there. And then in the back of your mind, like, are you really thoroughly cleaning your equipment? Are you using the same equipment to go
Yeah.
one way and the other way? What are we doing here? What's
Are you a real doctor?
right? Do they use like a condom sleeve that goes over this little probe? I don't know. I get
Does
so
your
many
mouth
questions.
taste like a rubber?
It did not.
Well, I'll tell you something else. I'm the opposite. I may have high anxiety. However, I will make it so uncomfortable for everybody else that I will actually feel better. So I probably would have disrobed completely, and then I would have put the smock on backwards, and I'd have buttoned it in my front, like, all right, ready for you. Okay, I'm excited. And then that would have been it.
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
trying to throw this guy off his game. I mean,
No,
yeah.
I guess it's probably solid.
Right,
Yeah,
James
you don't
is
want to do
like,
that.
Focus.
Yeah, if you're going to massage, maybe if somebody's trying to work on you, I don't want to throw them off their game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you're
I
right.
need complete focus. I need to get in and
To
out.
massage.
Yeah.
It's weird how you went to massage.
I'm
Right?
just saying, what else would we be in a robe for like that, or in a little gown? That you're
Yeah, I
about
don't wear a
to-
gown when I go get a massage. So
Where
do you go?
What's happening?
I've
What's
never
the
had one,
address of
so
that
I don't
place?
know.
How many massagers have you had, Alden?
0.
Okay. What kind of movies are you watching where they have massages with the robes?
Does it rhyme with you worn? YouWarn.com.
Probably
Okay. Well,
not.
yeah.
Something to do with Passion Parties by Mandy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's very true.
I'm sure if you probably Google youwarm.com, I'm sure it's probably a website. And
I probably
we
don't.
don't even know.
Don't Google
probably
that.
don't even know want to know
Google
what that is.
I will say this: Mandy is not here to defend herself right now, so that means I have free Wayne, free Wayne, free Wayne,
Free your wing.
free.
Somebody turned his mic off.
All right, cut that shit.
Okay.
out. All right, where
So
were we at?
that was the extent of my day. And then when I got out of there, I got to finish up the morning with some breakfast taquitos from Whataburger. So nice and solid. It's good.
Nice.
You know, I've had a good week. I thought it was very ironic that Sunday, I had a really Super Bowl Sunday we just had. 3 of us out of the 4 of us at this table took off on Super Bowl Monday.
Yes.
The day after Super Bowl, which 17 million other people did the same thing in the United States. Either called in sick or took off, just didn't go into work for that Monday following the Super Bowl. But ironically, we had plenty of time. We could have grilled that day. We could have done something, but none of us did anything. We all stayed at home. What did you do Monday?
Aldan and I hung out all day. We made a brisket. We made some tacos. It was
No.
Chicken
fantastic.
wings.
We drank
We did
some
not.
beer.
Chicken wings.
Ain't
Okay.
a thing.
Okay.
No. No. I cleaned
I-
house. I took
I
my kid to the
planned-
orthodontist.
Right.
That's what I did.
I planned on taking that day off for the sole reason of not doing anything.
Wait, so it wasn't about, I thought about this. Taking off the day after Super Bowl is not because you're hungover, not because you can't work or anything else. It only allows you to enjoy the full Sunday that you're going to have. Like a normal workday Sunday is like, it's like almost like a work
Like a-
day, right? You're able to hang out and have fun a little bit, but you know you got to reel it back all day, and then you got to go to bed at a reasonable time. And you're always back in your mind, you're like dreading, I have to go to work next day. I have to go to work next day. However, when you know you're off, you're able to take full advantage of the day you had. I took full advantage of Sunday.
I spent Monday in the fetal position crying because my 49ers lost.
You did. Well, sorry about that, bud.
Yeah, we had a guy at work. He took off Monday. And I don't know if this is kind of a frowned upon, faux pas, whatever the word I'm trying to think of, but he called in sick the day after he took off.
So he took off Monday,
Took off Monday,
called in sick on Tuesday.
calls in, yeah.
Maybe his daughter's sick.
No, he called in sick for himself.
Maybe he's
But
sick.
quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. That just means you're. What if he has a flu, and he started coming down with it on Sunday?
Yeah,
Spent all day Sunday, Monday in bed, and he's still running fever.
yeah. No,
Maybe it's the
again,
coronavirus.
Yeah.
What is this guy's name, and what are his symptoms?
Right. No, I was off today, so we'll see. Hopefully he's there tomorrow. Hopefully it's not the flu.
When did you see him last?
Friday.
How many days has that been since then?
Since
the
Friday. Math? I don't know.
Math.
Jesus.
Well, you know, 7
5
to
days.
10 days gestation period for the flu. You possibly could be coming down with the flu-like symptoms right now. How do you feel?
That is true. No, I feel good.
Have you been drinking at all today?
No, I have not.
Have you been
Good.
sexually active?
Good for you.
No.
No. Why did you look up? When you look up to the left, that's a lie. Were you something you want to say to
Hey,
us?
there you go, buddy.
Congratulations.
We're not talking about me.
Perfect.
Little public service announcement for the people out there that are freaking out about the coronavirus. Don't freak out. It's no big deal. I know there's a lot of like media panic and people like just pushing this thing as crazy as can be, but my wife, nurse, she told me the reports that they're getting. You look at the regular flu and the amount of deaths in the United States that it has caused, over 7,000. Now you compare that to the 500 that has lost their lives over the world. It's kind of, I mean, you got to kind of weigh it. I mean, isn't it what would you call like a concern? For sure, 100%. But right now, hey, you ain't got to worry about it.
You
There
don't.
it is, Dr. James.
I like it.
I did see where Bud Light, no, Corona, tried to offer $15 million to have the name of coronavirus changed to Bud Light virus.
Did they really?
Yes.
That is the
They did
greatest thing
offer
I've
that.
ever heard.
They did.
Yeah. You know who also popped up in those memes? It was the Bud Lightyear guy. It's like, nope, I'm not gonna let this shit happen. Basically, so yeah, that was solid. I mean, it was obviously a joke, you know what I mean, from Corona and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to make light of shit like that that's going on. But hey, man, stay the fuck over there. So cut that, John.
Well, it's like that dude on the airplane. I don't know if you read that article I sent you, James.
I did not.
Yeah,
I mean, I read the headline.
yeah, basically that was it. It's some dude. He looks like he's probably in his mid to late 20s, maybe 30. I don't know. Stood up in the middle of an airplane that was going, I think, from Toronto.
With the gas mask.
No, I don't know where he was
No.
going. Anyways, they ended up turning around and going back because he stood up in the plane and said, "I was just in." I can't remember the name of the city.
Wuhan.
Yeah, Wuhan, China or something, where the virus was, and I don't feel good, and I might have the coronavirus. And he said it like 3 or 4 times. And
And I think he was recording this thing.
yeah. He was trying to make a video to go viral.
He's being a dummy.
Yeah, he's being an idiot. But the plane turned around, went back to Toronto or
now-
wherever he
now
was, and
you're-
now he's in trouble.
Oh, for sure, you're
Yeah.
in trouble,
To
dude.
say the least, he's in trouble.
And not only that, I mean the other people on there. I mean they have destinations to go to and
Oh
get
yeah,
to.
that
and-
flight and then another flight got canceled.
They'll-
Rescheduled.
They'll
horrible.
ban him from flying on their airlines.
Oh, for sure. I think it was WestJet. So I mean, I'm sure
Wow.
nobody wants to fly them anyway. But
Yeah, but
still,
who knows? Like United could own them part owners or whatever, right?
You know,
I don't
speaking,
You never
either way.
know.
yeah. Speaking of that, so I always wondered, kind of on the same thing. You know, getting banned from a flight or something. So like when somebody does something like that, you know, at a football game or a baseball game, and they're like, well, they're banned for life. How do they actually know? To be honest with you, how do they know if they're banning that person for life, especially if they're not buying a ticket? Say somebody give them a ticket, because I've never had my ID checked when I go into a stadium. You know
But
what
for
I mean?
sporting events, yeah, it's probably different. You could probably slide through the cracks for airline. No.
Oh, for sure, airline's
gonna get
totally
flagged.
different,
Your name's
but-
you have to show ID. all
For
that
sure,
stuff.
That is
airline's
true.
totally different.
But at those sporting events, people that do this, like you had the one Astros game where the girls, was it playoffs?
Yeah.
Where the girls
Playoffs.
stood by behind home plate and they
Flashed.
flashed their boobies. And
Titties.
they were doing it for some type of cause or some website or whatever it was. But they have their pictures and they're pretty known. And they got banned for all of baseball.
Right.
So, and again, if they start coming out, they won't get caught just slipping through the door because nobody's going to be checking like, oh, nope,
Yeah,
you're banned.
Just the worker there's like they're not going to recognize them.
No.
But it's
You know
going to
what I
be
mean?
it's going to be the people around them that recognize, and then they'll start going social media, taking pictures, sending tweets out, blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
But
and
at
then
that
they'll
point,
catch on.
At that point, there has to be that person out there who's like, "Oh, she ain't supposed to be here because
Right,
they
yeah.
were showing boobies." You know what I mean? So
What kind of butthole?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Turned
I
in
can
that
I can tell you right
lady?
now, like
exactly,
all the guys around be like, nobody say a word.
Shut your
babe,
mouth.
babe, shut up. That's not her. I promise.
No.
Well, you know that just happened at the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, you had a streaker.
Yeah. She tried to jump down, run onto the field right before kickoff. Ended up dragging her off, and she's trying to flash everybody on the way out. Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
and she was pretty big. I guess she gained like 100,000 followers overnight.
all right.
She's
So,
also in jail.
so which
No, she
one
got
of
out. Like she had a $1,000 bond. That was it. She got out almost immediately.
which
But,
one of y'all is going to do that Saturday when we go to this football game?
No.
Yeah, we're not going to gain followers. I don't think at a Roughnecks game, but
No.
maybe at the next NFL game, one of us should.
I'm
Grabbing
trying.
the brisket T-shirt.
Yeah, just a grabbing brisket T-shirt, nothing else,
And
and
a
streak
thong?
across the field. Yeah,
Grabbing the brisket thong.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yes.
to keep my job. So
Well, in the grand scheme of things, we would only get kicked out of a few games from the XFL. That doesn't trickle into the NFL, so we're still solid there, right?
Yeah, but we'd gain like 7 followers probably if you did that.
We
with
would
the
definitely
XFL.
gain like 10 followers, and that type of stupidity is not worth that type of.
Well, it depends on what's going on. I'm not saying I'm
Also,
gonna do
they
it.
don't want to show you.
They don't.
They don't show you on the game on the television. They don't want to show you there.
Somebody else would have to be in the stands recording this and put it everywhere and hope that it goes viral. We'll plan it out, folks. Don't worry about it. We'll get this figured
John?
out.
Yeah, no, we won't plan it out.
We're planning it out.
I don't feel like getting tackled by the security guards.
No,
You can outrun him, Alden. I know you can.
Alden,
Not for long.
Put some cleats on you.
yeah.
Not for long.
Right.
No, I'm not even that
Stop for a
fast.
smoke.
I'm not fast. I'm just quick.
I would not get that far. Just saying. We all 4 ran out there.
They're gonna.
They can't
all
get
I
us
gotta do is-
all.
I
We
gotta
blitz 'em?
outrun- I gotta
They
outrun
can't
one
get
of
us
y'all,
all. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, for people out there that are doing that stupid internet shit that to get that so-called like internet clout to gain the followers and gain all,
Yeah.
it's just so stupid.
Don't be dumb.
Yeah.
Is it stupid though when they get like 2 million followers?
I guess it's not stupid, but I mean, yeah,
It is
you're
stupid,
right.
but it's like I don't know
The wrong people are becoming famous. You know what I mean?
Right.
for the wrong things.
For the wrong reasons. I mean, you have nurses and doctors and teachers and policemen and firemen and podcasters and air linemen and
Can you imagine what kind of society we would be if like we started putting like teachers and doctors and nurses on that type of pedestal? Like, oh my God, that's a doctor right there. Like back in the day, that's how pilots felt,
Yeah,
right?
it's
If you were in the 50s and you were a pilot, probably even a doctor, like, oh, that's a doctor. Hey, that's a, you know what I mean?
yeah, respect.
Yes,
Yeah,
respect. You're a teacher. And you're like, can you imagine that? It'd be kind of cool if we could do that for like somebody. Like pick out one great teacher's been doing it for all their life, and just for one day, everywhere they went, they were just treated like they were royalty.
Hey, even if teachers just made enough money, that would be awesome.
Sure. You know,
Yeah.
I think the problem is
What is enough money?
Who knows?
More than what they're making.
More
now.
than what they're making for sure. You know, they're molding the youth of the future. But I think people get desensitized of teachers and doctors because they're so normal. You know what I mean? And athletes change year by year and year and year and year. Year in year out. And I mean, it's
I don't know. Just because a person could run a really fast 40, they're on this pedestal. But like,
sure.
let them cure something, and then we're like, yeah, whatever. That's your job.
Hey, well, check
Right.
it out.
You know what I mean?
When that
You're
dude-
just
yeah.
you just spend all your time studying. Okay, well,
Yeah.
We'll cure this.
yeah,
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll give you something else to cure.
Yeah.
Right?
When that athlete blows a knee out, where does he go?
Exactly.
The practice field.
To the doc. Well, obviously that. Yeah.
Yeah,
He goes to the
doctor.
asthma
Goes to
field
the
and
doctor.
he's like out.
Yeah, straight to the doctor.
Yeah.
And who teaches doctors? Teachers. It all trickles down to what, like I say, we get the sense. I don't want to talk about that.
We were getting deep in there.
Yeah, we are.
everywhere.
That was about to be Emmy award-winning material shit right there.
What I brought up is like, can you imagine like somebody walking into a room, like just an average teacher or whatever else, right? And just all of a sudden, everywhere they went that whole day, they were treated a certain way. So I saw this thing where they did that for I think it was for a deaf person, and this whole town learned like, and I'm just not saying the whole town, it was a small town, but a lot of people in this town learned sign language to give that person like the greatest day of their life.
Oh yeah,
right?
I think I saw that little clip.
Yeah.
Right,
Like a
so-
sense of normalcy, sense of
Yeah,
like everybody's
everywhere
like me.
they
Yeah,
went.
like
Yeah.
a sense of inclusion.
Everywhere they went, the guys looked around and it's like that person's signing to me, like what's going on? And the other person next to him signed to him. And then they went to go somewhere to get coffee. That person signed to him. Like it was like the biggest thing.
Right.
It made their day. I'm like, can you imagine? That's how we started. Just people were. I don't know. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
That
And
would
that's
be big.
Yeah,
that's why you vote for
Jan Moore.
Jan Moore running for president 2020.
2028. Was that one?
2024.
2024.
Four.
28 would be
28?
28. Yeah.
32.
Yeah.
36.
28. Look for me
40.
there, guys.
One of those.
Join us on our next podcast where we just count.
By force.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Okay. What do we got? So we want to go into the Pepe Loco?
Yes. The 90
90
second
90-second review.
beer review.
Oh,
Beer review.
man, we're getting better.
Okay.
Okay.
I need Aldan to come in and just like real American heroes and just go into 90 seconds.
Real American hero.
Yeah.
We're going to get you to belt out one of these Rockstar 90-second reviews, Aldan.
All right, we got the Santa Fe Brewing Company Pepe Loco Mexican style lager. Again, we got this from
Titties
Brew,
and barbecue.
Brew and Barbecue, correct. Yeah. And we did the, what was it called? The
Pepe.
The Pepe Challenge.
The Pepe Chug Challenge, yeah. He sent us a little video on how to do that. We did it. Check out our YouTube video on that one. But
That was rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Pepe Chug. I think I want to do it again. It's been a while since we've done this. Like what is it, but 25 minutes, 30 minutes since we did it. I want to do it again. I think. I don't know. Maybe I need more salt. It would have hit. I don't know.
Okay, tell the folks what a Pepe Chug is.
So a Pepe Chug is it's very simple. You take your favorite Mexican style lager.
no, you take a Pepe.
Or you take a Pepe Loco, right? That's where we get. So Pepe Loco, if you can get one. If you can't,
You could probably do it with something
take your
else.
favorite Mexican style lager in a can. You want to take and you want to pop the top, but don't open it. Just release the air from it.
Or do it the way Alden did.
And at that point, you're going to pour lime all around the rim, and then you're going to pour salt, and then you're going to do like 4 or 5 dashes of Tabasco.
Yes.
Tabasco.
You're basically covering that rim with
Yep.
lime juice. It's
And
like
then
it's full.
You open it up. You allow everything to fall inside. As it falls inside, you chug the whole thing.
Yes.
It's pretty glorious.
Yeah, it's very Michelada-esque.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So-
About the first 3 chugs or gulps, I would say, are Michelada. And then it goes into more of a Mexican style lager.
Right. And the deal is, like, somebody's going to try it. I mean, the Tabasco's going to get on your lips immediately. Because it's on the, I mean, it's going to get on your lips, so you're going to be a little spiced up for a little bit if you don't like Tabasco. But I liked it. I did. I
Yeah,
liked it a lot.
I'm gonna say I really enjoyed the little Pepe chug. I thought it was fun. I thought it tasted good too.
It did. It tasted solid.
If anything, I wanted some more Tabasco.
Yeah.
This is a really cool can. And something I really noticed. Established in 1988. So this has been a Santa Fe Brewing Company, which I've never really heard of them before, but been around for a long time.
30 years, 30
Yeah.
plus.
88. So that's awesome. And the front of the can, you've got it. It's kind of split between a silver and a what is that? Red.
Red.
There you go. Yeah, reddish, burnt orange, maybe. I don't
Yep.
know.
And then you've got a little. What is it? A luchador.
It was a
Yeah,
luchador,
little
yes.
moose. Yeah, just the head. The
Yeah,
mask.
just a mask of a luchador. And then on the side here, which is kind of good, it says, "I am Pepe Loco." I was going to try this again. I am Pepe Loco, El Champion, defender of good taste, wearer of tight pants. I mean, that's the first a couple of lines right there. That's
Nacho Libre.
Sound
yeah,
like it.
yeah. I wish I had a little of an accent. I could do this.
Do
you
it
know?
with an accent, please.
Let me try. And wearer of tight pants. I dare other Mexican lagers to combat my smooth balanced style. I can't do that.
Hey,
That
give,
is
it,
not Mexican.
I can't
at
do
all.
that.
give it to
Circumvent.
Aldan. Let
Give me
Aldan
that
read it
guy.
down.
I can't do that. I'm not doing it justice.
Welcome back. Welcome. Just kidding.
Welcome back. Welcome in, guys.
All right, so getting back to what Jan said, he is Pepe Loco, obviously, and El Campeón, and defender of the good taste, and wear tight pants. I dare the Mexican lagers to combat my smooth, balanced style. They fail, but I am not unbeatable. Even though I was built to crush other beers, you were built to crush me. Pick me up, slam me. Do a victory dance. It's time to get loco.
nice.
That was very
You
nice.
did a great job there.
Yeah.
So much better than Jan did.
Way better.
It's got the little New Mexico flag there on the front of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is 4.8% alcohol by volume.
So very light beerish.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes like a Mexican lager. It tastes to me For me, I'd take this over a Corona or a Dos Equis or any of those.
Actually, I haven't had it without the stuff in it. Is that one doesn't have anything in it?
This has some stuff in it.
Does
I
it?
think. Yeah.
Nobody's had one without it in it.
Yeah. I don't. I didn't mind this. I thought it was a good beer. It ranks right there, kind of with a Dos Equis. It probably has a smoother finish than what Dos Equis does.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's a little smoother. Most of those have a little bit more of a bite to them than this one does.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. So, a lot of those, obviously, the Mexican beers come out of bottles, which have a different flavor than a can in general. So, I like the can for that reason, but it's because it's not as skunky for one thing. So, it, obviously, for me, it just feels lighter than like a, I don't know, a regular Mexican lager beer. But
Yeah.
I like it, dude. It's very good, and I would buy that again if I saw it. Obviously, we know I'm not going to New Mexico to get it, but I will buy it again.
Hey, I'll look for it the next time I'm in Albuquerque.
Yeah. And when you're not crushing mailboxes, pick up a 6-pack of
That's
this
right.
and start crushing
That's
this.
Right?
You should do a commercial, Aldan.
So should we get it down to rating this thing or what?
Let's go get down to rating. So I gave it a 7. I thought it was a solid beer. If I can find it here, I definitely will pick up it.
Yeah. I'm pretty much right on par with you. I don't drink a lot of Mexican lagers unless I'm eating Mexican food or in Mexico. But as far as they go, this is probably one of the best ones I've had. I gave it a 7.6. Like, I would drink this even if I wasn't eating a quesadilla.
Okay. Yeah. I gave this a 6.7. I gave the Pepe Chug a 5.5 because
Yeah, we gave it a little bit lower.
No, it's a 10.
Yeah.
I love the chug.
Yeah.
You got 2 10s from Alden and John. Less than that from Jan and James here.
I gave it a 7 myself. Just as far as a beer. Obviously the chug, I did give it a 10. I like 10 sometimes, man. So, but yeah, for real, the beer is very good. So 7, like I say. So if I see it, I will buy it. Make it available for us, and a lot of us will buy it around, around our parts. So.
yeah, I've not seen it in the stores around here, so we'll have to look next time we're whatever.
You gotta look harder, man.
All right. Can I just make one quick suggestion before we wrap up this 90-second beer review? And Alden, before can I just I think we could probably come up with our own grab 'em in the brisket challenge.
Okay. I like where you're going with this.
Okay. Instead of the lime juice, I'm thinking pickle juice.
All right.
So, and then maybe just a little bit of salt. I guess, do we go heat?
No, we go barbecue sauce.
We go straight pickle juice.
Maybe with a little sauce.
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
trying to do here.
Instead of the lime juice on the rim, we fill it up with pickle juice, crack it, pickle juice goes into the beer,
Maybe a little brisket rub.
chug.
What's it going on? Just what kind of beer?
A Bud Light.
Oh, just any beer in general.
Yeah.
Oh no, we gotta do like a
We go Bud Light, Coors Light.
Can we do
maybe
it?
we do like a local beer, a local brewery.
Can we do it on a pickle fucker?
Maybe like a saloon, a saloon door, or maybe we go with maybe a Carbach.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll come up with the challenge and then we'll put it out there socially
Yes.
and let you guys
maybe a
try it out.
Backfish.
We do have the pickle toss challenge, which there's video out there somewhere,
You
which
won
we
that
could
one.
recirculate.
Right. What about that steak toss challenge?
I felt
solid.
miserable at that one. So
No, you caught that one.
Totally.
I did catch that one.
Okay. Well, this concludes the 90-second beer review.
90-second beer review.
Did you just kiss a mic?
A little bit. Yeah. Take that out of your mouth, Alden.
Love it.
I don't know. We do that one different every time, and I love it for that reason.
Yeah. That's just our just transition over to our barbecue section of this podcast. Just a few little kisses on the microphone.
Keep that in there,
So
please.
weird.
Just like that, we lost a lot of listeners.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of barbecue news before we get into what we're first talking about here in a second. I've got a little thing coming up this Friday that we're doing. It's kind of a safety awareness. It's hosted by the HASC company that are doing a what is it called? Cookout extravaganza or backyard barbecue extravaganza. So it's basically barbecue. It's going to be what is it? A bunch of safety booths and all that getting put in, and then me personally, our team, we're doing a luau theme, but we're cooking some pulled pork. We're gonna do some steak, and I'm kind of thinking like maybe get some just from y'all three here. Maybe like what would you want to see if you were going to be judging? Maybe some pulled pork sliders on Hawaiian buns. Like probably to one, maybe like an all-purpose rub or something that y'all would say just suggest or whatever to throw on this.
For a pulled pork?
Yeah, and it's time for like your competition. Like we don't do pulled pork competitions, right? So that's what we're turning in. So what would you suggest? What's a good little number you've been playing around with, James, or a good little season you've been playing around with, John or Alden?
I like sweet. I like sweet, especially on pork.
Got to go sweet. You got to go a little sweet, and then maybe if you had like a get like some of the crushed or little chopped pineapple.
I was just going to say the same thing. Maybe make a slaw or something too.
Okay, so chopped pineapple maybe in the pan or something when you go to wrap, or are you going to throw chopped pineapple in after you've mixed it all up and you've added your sauce and your jus
You
and
can do
everything
both.
else?
You can do both.
Yeah.
Like that one pork butt that I threw down. Like I threw down a bed of so I smoked the pork butt. Then in a pan when I went to go wrap it, I threw down a bed of rings of pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
With a little bit of I think some cherries, a little bit of a cherry juice, a little bit of I think there's some other stuff that I threw in there. Pork butt on top, and then I did that whole almost like you see like in magazines with hams and shit like that, where you have
draping fruit all over it.
the rings of pineapple all over
cherries
it,
in between.
with the cherries in the middle.
Yeah. Like you do with a ham.
Yeah. So I did the same thing with that. And then I covered it up, let it cook for another couple of hours. And then every once in a while, I think maybe every 30 minutes or so, I would open a corner of that foil and I'd take a spoon and it already had like a pull of juice just sitting there. And I would take that juice and just ladle on top of the
It's a good pineapple cherry
on top
au
of the
jus,
thing. And
right?
just kept doing that over and over. And by the time it got finished and it was like ready, I mean, the bone just kind of pulled out. Like, it's like no effort whatsoever. But by the time it was done, you had a nice caramelized pineapples and cherries and stuff on top with the salty, spicy rub. That was
Sounds
delicious.
phenomenal.
And then you can probably pull those pineapples off and out because it's going to soak up that flavor. And you can probably chop them up. And you can probably like maybe sprinkle a little bit on with some sauce, meat, and then the buns.
I like it.
Sounds fun.
I like it.
Let me
That'd be
ask you a
good.
question. Could we do something like that with the pineapples and the fruits already soaked in some kind of alcohol? Whether it be vodka or anything.
Like a rum, maybe.
Or maybe a rum
Yeah.
or something like that.
Hell yeah. Rum
You
soak.
think that would turn
yeah.
out good?
I saw somebody soak pineapple rings in Fireball.
Little cinnamon action.
And then they put them on a smoker and then let that smoke up for a bit. Oh, yeah. I mean, they said it was delicious. I was like, well, I mean, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking more about
Does sound good.
putting on the pork butt, in general.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I mean, as long as you let the alcohol cook out a little bit, I think it'll be good. But like you said, if you do something, smoke the pineapple rings and then maybe stick that on a pulled pork sandwich, like the whole ring,
Yep.
I would eat that shit all day.
I think so. Okay. No, I said I want to throw something out there. Maybe we can try and do this each week. Throw something out there, kind of give your 2 cents on how you would maybe dress it up and cook it. And I think that's phenomenal. A bed of pineapple, cherry juice, maybe a little pineapple juice, or whatever juice
So
you're going to add
I
to
took
that.
the Dole can,
Yep.
the sliced pineapple. I put I think I can fit 3 by 2. You know what I mean? 6 rings of pineapple.
Yep.
In that pan, and then pineapple on top, and then the rest of the pineapple
On the top of the
pork butt on top.
Yep.
Rest of the pineapple on top. But yeah, I used the rest of the juice in the can, along with probably maybe a quarter cup of the cherry juice.
Yeah.
It's more of like just splash it in there a little bit.
Right.
Stuff's a little stronger. You got to be a little careful with that.
That's
No, I
correct.
think it's a fantastic idea. Hey, also, if guys out there, if y'all end up making this, shoot us some pictures of what y'all's look like. I think
yeah.
we took some pictures of what you did.
Yeah, I took some
right?
pictures.
So
I'll
we
post
can,
it.
We can
Yeah.
blast that and show people what that is, what it looks like,
Any pork butt you guys do in the next week or so, go ahead and tag us in it and we'll check it out.
Word.
So let's slide into the barbecue portion of this. And we were blessed and fortunate enough to have a product sent to us to test, do a little review. So we went to town and doing what we do, grabbing the brisket crew.
Yeah, you say a product. We got a 6-pack of products from TD's Brew and Barbecue.
We got a lot of stuff.
And a 6-pack of beer from this dude.
Yeah, which we did the 90-second beer review. So
Which, by the way, there's no more 6-pack. I mean, our scores may not reflect what this was, but we've already drank all the beer.
She gone.
So
we crushed it.
Yeah, so the rubs we got, the Carne Sutra, the Zesty Taco, and the Sweet Barbecue Love.
I like the wordplay. I mean,
the Carne Sutra smells they all smell good, but that one it kind of punches you in the face a little bit. I really that flavor profile right there. I was like, oh, I already know what that kind of tastes like a little bit, and then you taste it and you're like, that's some good shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I use this Carne Sutra, and there'll be a video coming up on a tomahawk, and it came out really good. If anything, I would say maybe I would add a little bit of pepper to it next time. But honestly, and like the neighbor kid was over and was like, how do you cook so good? My dad doesn't cook this good. Yeah.
let me ask you a question.
you're like, I am your new dad.
Pretty
You belong
much.
to me. So you have you made a comment that more pepper, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that because you're just like more of a pepper guy, or
Maybe it's just because it was on a steak, maybe on something else.
Okay.
It wouldn't need as much, but
the
the salt was there and the rest of the flavor was there. I just think, for me personally, maybe an extra little kick of pepper.
Okay.
Just try to be honest.
Yeah. Hey,
But,
that's
it's
what
good shit.
That's what we do, man.
right. But so the tomahawk itself, though,
It was phenomenal, and it was a choice. It wasn't like a prime or anything else. It was
well, it's steak, man. So
damn good.
as long as you cook it right and it comes out right.
I did that. Yeah, I did it over. I did a little reverse sear action over the jealous devil. So,
Okay. Nice.
like I said, there'll be a video.
Nice. Okay. What else we got?
I tried out the zesty taco, and it was pretty solid.
Okay.
So we had Taco Tuesday going on at the Morehouse, and with the little one, she is very picky about certain foods that she eats. More specifically, tacos. I mean, she's like, I either one day she likes it and she, whatever. So I made it up, and the directions that it has on the back is pretty straightforward and simple. It's basically 2 tablespoons of this seasoning for 1 pound of meat, and so I mix it up. Made some rice and all this stuff. Like John said, mentioned earlier, I had some videos that I shot, so that will come out so you guys can get an idea of what I was working with and what I was doing. But Emma, dude, she went to town. She crushed it. She liked it.
That's the best. That's
That-
all you can
that's
ask
a win
for.
right there. Yeah.
The kids dig it. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about.
For sure. And I think the one good thing I did like is I did try it. Is it doesn't change the color of the meat that much.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff you buy around here, it looks red.
Right. Like, what are you,
You know what I
putting
mean?
in
Like,
that
what are
that's
you putting
changing
on
the
there?
color?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you hit the grocery store and you get the what is it, the old El Paso, the
Right.
Yeah,
Del
taco
Paso,
seasoning.
whatever it is.
taco
yeah.
seasoning mixes, and I mean, a lot of this stuff's just so loaded with sodium that it's just so salty and just like you're like, oh wow, okay. I mean, I remember having this in grade school and eating the shit out of it, but nowadays you're like, I mean, it's just too much salt. But this right here, it's not super salty. I think I added just a little pinch of salt just for my own personal liking. It was phenomenal. I mean, the flavor was good.
It was very good. It was very good. I for one, I don't like, taco seasonings in my taco meat. You know what I mean? When I grew up, my mom just basically made, when we had flour tacos, what we would call them at home is just ground beef with salt and basically pepper. I think is what she put in it. Boom, on a flour tortilla with cheese. So I grew up just liking just regular old ground beef meat, and I was never one that liked seasonings in my taco meat. But if I was gonna have to have one, it's not just saying because we have it and we're reviewing it, but that stuff was good, man. It was good. Like
it was kind of like an in between.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't straight just the Taco Bell or the
Right.
the
Exactly.
taco seasoning packets that you get at the grocery store or whatever. And it's not just straight just hamburger meat with salt and pepper. So it's kind of like a little bit in between.
Yeah.
I know the first ingredient I think is onion. So you do
That's
get
good.
kind of like the onion, chili, pepper type flavor from it. So solid. I mean, I love it. Yeah. I will definitely utilize the rest of this bottle to start cranking out Taco Tuesdays as long as the kids keeps eating it. So awesome.
Fantastic. What time do we eat on Tuesdays?
6 o'clock.
We'll all be here.
Right.
I love Taco Tuesdays.
So I also did
7
I also did the sweet barbecue love, and I just threw that on some chicken legs, and it is what it says. It's a sweet rub. Like I think it would have been even better on like a pork butt, like we were talking about, or maybe some pork chops because I like sweet on pork. But it was really good on the legs. Again, my kids went to town. My 13-year-old came in and was like, "Dad, you're such a good cook. It's so good." I was like, "Yes, I know, son. I know. I'm so good."
I've been telling you for years.
Right. You should just listen to everything I tell you. But I also did a little, because I thought, it's a little sweet. I did just a chicken breast for the wifey, a little chicken sandwich chopped up. And I used a combination of the carne sutra and the sweet barbecue love on that one. Dude, she loved it.
Really?
Yeah. And she's
picky.
Yeah. She is
Hard to
chicks that
please.
smoke. So,
Right.
I mean, she'd rather
Smokes
have
a
her
lot of
own
cigarettes.
chicken. Right.
She's
Exactly.
picky.
Yeah. She's a heavy
She
smoker.
can't taste anything.
Right. Yeah.
Burn all the taste buds out.
Anyways, she
my God.
she dug it.
tastes great.
She had a real deep voice, too.
Anyways, assholes. So it went over really well. Everything was good. And then, of course, I smoked some sausage and brought it over here so we can try the sauces out.
Right.
Yep. Tried the
Right.
sauces out. All of them were phenomenal.
The southern mustard, the atomic pineapple,
Pineapple.
and then the
Yeah,
original.
Everything was good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, Aldan, you had the atomic pineapple on wings.
Yeah.
I did, yes. And it was great. It was awesome, dude, because it wasn't so spicy, but it wasn't so...
It
Like-
gave you a little something, right?
Yeah,
A
but
little
it wasn't.
kick.
But it wasn't very. I mean, it was sweet, but it wasn't like it was. I think it was a perfect combination on a wing.
Yeah, a little sweet, little spice.
Little sweet, little spice. I think it was perfect, dude.
Yeah,
I
they
really
came
do.
out good.
I would
yeah,
agree
they
with
were, They
that.
were great,
Yeah, I would definitely put that on wings again.
for sure. I definitely won't say for sure again.
I want to know. TDs, which is like TDs and beer, right? So I mean, so TDs, brew and barbecue. I want to know this guy's name.
I didn't catch his name
He reached
either.
out to us on Twitter or Instagram, right? And then said, "Hey, I'm going to send you all this." And so he sent everything out, but we don't have his name, which I'm assuming he's the owner or
Yeah,
he's,
either his initials are TD.
It
or
probably
he
is.
really likes touchdowns.
yeah, or no, maybe he likes the other TDs.
Not titties.
What?
TDs.
It could be. But yeah, Tom David. Hey, Tom David, we love
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan. We love the seasonings, man. So
Yeah.
that's pretty soft of you to send that. And truthfully,
I think his name
we-
was Travis Dietz.
no.
Let's just guess names that start with T and D.
Yeah. Okay.
This whole podcast.
Yeah. So but it's pretty cool the guy sending this out. We do
Oh, for
appreciate
sure.
that. We love reviewing stuff, and we love giving y'all a shout out saying, "Hey, this stuff, the Sutra, I'm all about that one."
Yeah, for sure. And he said he actually messaged me, I think yesterday, saying he's got some more products coming out in the next few weeks, and he's going to probably send those out here too. But yeah, definitely check out the videos. We've got probably 3 or 4 videos. There'll be one just with the sausage, testing out the sauces.
You test sausage. I'm testing the sauces.
Yeah, you put my sauce on a sausage, and
What's
damn it.
You are melting
give me
down,
his
bro.
give me his Instagram.
yeah, this guy is at TDS Brew BBQ. TDS BREW BBQ.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty awesome for him to send that out. So, and the packaging that he put together, that's not. I mean, it looks to me like it's almost like the same company does the Tony Chachere's packages.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Has that same kind of vibe to it or whatever. Which maybe just a package.
It comes in a
together or
little
whatever.
6-pack carrier
Yeah.
cardboard thingy there.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I do like it though. I mean, I can see Tony's on it, but maybe it's just the red lid.
Yeah, it's the same style.
Yeah, it's just
of
the
bottle.
same style of bottle. So those are my favorite, by the way, because they have the
don't
they have the
clump up.
bigger opening holes to where you can really get your seasoning out. Right,
Or it has the giant pour hole.
Right, we're not trying to get us a little fine dust. We want all the seasoning to come out together. You can shake it right, and yeah, it's the way you.
It's not like the
you're
old
supposed to
school,
season.
like you get a thing of pepper, like even the small ones, it's like sift or spoonful.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, we're not.
It's one.
It's not
There's two
ground.
extremes there. You know what I mean?
Right,
So-
right. It's not ground fine.
Yeah.
So
All right, just want to say thanks to TD's Brew and Barbecue for sending the rubs and sauces. We thoroughly enjoyed it, and we appreciate it. So
Yeah, this stuff will not go to waste.
definitely.
Well, not.
Do we have any barbecue fails, wins? Anybody happy, excited?
Yeah, I have a little bit of a Winnish story. So this is the same fella, Robert, reached out on Twitter, and little backstory. He says he's originally from New Jersey, grew up there, but he's living in Australia now.
All right, good day.
Yeah.
Ah, you know.
Hey.
Good eye, Robert.
In my peoples right there.
Crocky. Anyway,
Aussie. Oi.
so I guess he said he's going to try to think of some more stories, but he says he does more grilling than actually smoking. He likes to use his smoker, but doesn't get a lot of chances to use it.
That's the Bobby.
And one little barbecue fail, I guess you could say, is he's notorious. This totally reminds me of my mom. I don't know if she'll listen to this or not. Notorious for burning the garlic bread, which growing up in my house, if there was garlic bread being made, you'd hear the smoke detector go off, and everybody would start yelling, "Oh, time for dinner! Food's done!"
Food's done.
Like literally, my mom would be, "Shut up, you guys!"
That's hilarious.
Even as an adult, it's great. But yeah. Then he goes on to say he did his first brisket. It was a 12-hour cook. There was about a dozen people came over. One of them wasn't even like a meat eater. He said they just devoured it. He didn't really go into like what exactly he did on it or anything. But he said it was a pretty big win for him. It was one of his first briskets, and even the meat eater, or the one that didn't eat meat, was
Just loved it.
Love the
just
meat.
loved it, and they just
Love the
they,
meat.
they ate it all. So
Nice.
Nice. Awesome.
That's
that was his.
that's pretty cool.
That was
That's
Robert.
awesome.
I don't know if I
Converting.
should use an Australian accent or a Jersey
Probably not,
accent.
because it's probably a Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jersey.
How do you say brisket with a Jersey accent?
You say corned beef. That's what you say. Those guys.
Yeah, but hey, thanks,
On
Robert.
rye.
That's
Solid.
great.
That's
solid.
fantastic. All right, we're going to close this episode out on something that I find interesting. It's barbecue related. It's very, I guess, true crime-ish, if we're going to say. And the headline, and when I read it, I was like, yeah, I got to bring this up. Man allegedly kills neighbor in fight over barbecue grill.
Wait, as in it was his grill and he thought it wasn't his grill, or
I like how it says allegedly, but somebody actually died.
Wait, are they saying he allegedly killed him, or allegedly killed him over the barbecue?
Is there a body?
I think
Or were they like over the barbecue grill,
Which
like
part
both
is
on
alleged?
fire?
The motive or the?
I'm going off the
murder?
headline here. This is the headline. We'll get into the story. But yes, a man allegedly killed, and this is poorly worded, neighbor in a fight over a barbecue grill. So I think they're saying allegedly because he hasn't been convicted.
Innocent till proven
Exactly,
guilty.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this happened, May 21st, 2019. So this is pretty pretty
kinda
fresh.
recent.
This is pretty fresh. So a fight over cooking equipment led to a murder in Boston. I mean, these guys in Boston. Right?
Boston.
Yeah.
Got to be a gas grill.
You think? Man, I don't know. We'll see.
No, it won't be.
See, on the night of May 21st, Shaquem McNeil, 28, approached his neighbor, Carl Brown, 43, in their Dorchester, Massachusetts community, according to WHDH, which I guess is a news station.
They have some weird names
Yeah.
up there.
That's Luke's birthday.
Was this the University of Boston at Texas?
No.
Okay.
Brown discovered McNeil's girlfriend, Kiana Davis, using his barbecue grill and told her to stop.
Stop using my grill.
Apparently, Davis did not like that, and she became upset over Brown's request, which is, it's Brown's grill. She's like, nah.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I came home and my neighbor was using my grill, I'm probably going to kick it over and drag it by the foot or something back to my house. All your shit's going to be left in your yard.
I think it depends upon the neighbor.
What if he was cooking you
I don't
food
know.
as well?
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's so many
get it,
questions.
yeah.
Like,
You know what I mean? Like that's just not
I
cool.
feel
what if the grill is still at his house and the neighbor just came over to use it?
Yeah,
better
I'm
or
getting a water
worse?
hose out. I'm spraying everybody down, and the freaking grill.
I feel like there had to be some friction with these neighbors already.
I don't know,
If-
maybe.
What if I was using James's grill? Would he do that?
We'd all be
I wouldn't.
confused.
I wouldn't.
We would be confused.
But it's like somebody being in your house. It's such an invasion of privacy. If somebody's in your house cooking it on your oven and your stove, and you're fine with that.
I've had
No,
that
I get it.
happen.
It
I've
is.
had that
That's
happen
a little
before as well.
extreme example.
Well, it's not
but
really.
yes. I mean,
If you
in
think
your
about
house.
it.
If
I mean, I cook
in my house.
I cook on my back porch. It's still my house.
I get it, on your property.
It's on my property.
Yeah.
I would be a little.
I mean, we're neighbors. We're
Okay.
friends. We're neighbors. It's perfectly acceptable and understandable for one of you guys to come over and use a grill.
yeah, I wouldn't care if it was
No big
y'all.
deal.
Yeah,
Right.
whatever. Yeah,
Maybe some other people, some other places catch their neighbor over at their house using their grill. It might not be.
They might kill him.
It might kill him. And in this case, something went down. And okay, so this girl Davis, she became upset at a
Okay.
legitimate.
Okay, so give me her
Okay.
name again.
Her name is Kiana Davis.
Kiana Davis, and then give me his name.
His
Brown.
name is Carl Brown.
So Davis and Brown. It's Brown's pit. Davis was using it. Okay,
Yeah.
Correct.
I got it. Okay, go.
Yes. So apparently Brown had requested Kiana to, hey, this is my pit. What are you doing? You need to stop. And she's like, nah.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not sure what she was cooking.
You
but
can make me.
She was
That's
cooking
what I
something.
really want to know. What was she cooking?
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't say. And like, I mean, these guys need to do a little bit more investigative
Right.
journalist
Those
here.
are the important questions.
Right.
Journalism investigation to figure out what was being cooked because we want to know. So Davis punched Brown in the face.
The chick punched the dude?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
And then that's when it got like, oh, okay, it got real. It was like, oh, okay. So McNeil
Wait, where'd this fucker?
Yeah,
come
who's
from?
is the boyfriend of Davis.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's just about to get real.
Yeah, he decided to jump in, and so of course the disagreement escalated. After pulling out his weapon, McNeil reportedly shot Brown 4 times. Jeez,
Look, man, I'm telling you right now, this hurts my heart.
it does. Yeah, the guy died defending
That's
his
horrible.
own grill. His own grill.
That's
now,
messed
now
up.
how do you feel about it, John?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I still don't know what they were cooking, so I'm not sure how important it was.
What does it matter?
I mean, it could have been something really good.
Then it says, following the shooting, McNeil and Davis fled the scene. They were later apprehended at a Super 8 hotel. That's got to be a sketchy hotel, right?
Yeah.
If you have daily rates, it's sketchy for sure.
It reminds me of Jan's hotel stories, but we won't get that. We'll get to that.
Get that some other time.
That little,
Or hourly rates. Hourly rates, yes, or worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
So eventually they were caught, charged with murder.
I hope they both go away for life.
I think the trial is still ongoing.
Actually,
that's why they say allegedly and all
that's-
stuff like that. But yeah,
I don't know. I'm just like, first of all, It's such an invasion of privacy. They probably already had, beef with them, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You know what I mean?
What if this was an apartment barbecue pit out there that was kind of out there for everybody, and somebody was
Not out
serving
there.
on it?
Doesn't matter. It's not out there for everybody.
Well,
My barbecue
that's
pit.
community.
It is community.
It's at the bottom.
But
It's, it's out front of my house
This is
in
the
my
house.
apartment. You can't come over to my apartment and use
It's
my
a
barbecue
house.
pit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
either
just
way,
hope
it doesn't
no
matter.
food went to waste.
Well, I'm sure it did, John, and I'm
Maybe
sure
they
that
grabbed the steak and took it to the Super
I'm
8 with
sure-
them, Jan.
I'm sure these people deserve everything they're fixing to get.
Yeah.
So it's horrible
Jerks.
over a barbecue pit.
They were probably cooking some damn veggie kebabs or some shit too.
Yeah, probably.
Some soy patties or some.
So
Soy patties.
R.I.P. Brown.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, he should have
R.I.P.
circumvented them.
Brown. He should have circumvented them.
Hey guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in. And before we let you go, I think it's only fair that we say, Aldan, give him the business.
I've been waiting all night since yesterday morning to say this, because you guys picked such the coldest days to podcast out here, but we're getting through it. Guys, you know the drill. The drill is find us on, our platforms, man. Twitter is @GrabTheBrisket. Facebook and Instagram are both one and the same. They are @GrabTheBrisket, and you can email us anytime you want to. We will listen to them. We'll read them. We'll look at them. We'll respond. We'll do anything we need to. Just we love you guys, feedback and stuff like that. So always say good, bad, and indifferent. We love it. So the email is @GrabTheBrisket. It is not @GrabTheBrisket, but it is @GrabTheBrisket@gmail.com.
It's called grab them in the brisket @gmail.com.
Nailed it.
Get us there.
Nailed it.
And definitely we do want to see the lovely stories and everything y'all send.
I haven't missed that one in like
You haven't. It's
weeks.
like Twitter book for you or something. Whoever said that last time.
Facegram, I think.
Facegram.
Yes,
Thanks,
reach
man.
out.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on. Send us your cooks. Tag us in your posts. We want to see all of it. We want to share it.
Word. Hey, we appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Just grab them in the brisket.